Jamaica, known for its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant culture, has a history marked by struggle and resistance. The Morant Bay Rebellion of 1865 was a pivotal event that exposed the harsh realities of colonial rule and the desperate fight for justice. Morant Bay, which is the epicenter of the rebellion, is where the initial spark ignited. On October 11, 1865, hundreds of protesters, led by Paul Bogle, marched to the Morant Bay courthouse. The confrontation quickly escalated. The courthouse was set on fire and chaos erupted. Protesters clashed with the militia, resulting in deaths of nearly 25 people, including the officials. Homes were looted, possessions stolen, and buildings burned to the ground. As the flames engulfed the courthouse, the scene descended into utter chaos. Protesters, driven by anger and desperation, took matters into their own hands. The fire raged, symbolizing the burning desire for justice and equality. Meanwhile, outside of the courthouse, violence erupted on the streets. People armed with makeshift weapons confronted the militia, leading to brutal and deadly clashes. The violence wasn't confined to the courthouse. Across Morant Bay, homes were ransacked and possessions were stolen. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to ashes as the rebellion spread like wildfire. The once peaceful town became a battleground with thick air filled with smoke and fear. The destruction was not just physical but symbolic, representing the deep-seated anger and frustration of the oppressed population. While looking through our all-class data, I found this image of a testimony that says, "What was the answer? The courthouse is on fire, and none of those who are inside will escape." This is the true reality of what happened on that day. Kingston, the bustling capital of Jamaica, played a significant role in the aftermath. Though the uprising did not reach Kingston, its proximity to Morant Bay made it a focal point for military strategy and trials. Kingston was a hub of communication and military planning during the rebellion. Many key figures and decision makers were based here. The city's strategic importance was evident as troops were dispatched from Kingston to suppress the uprising in Morant Bay. George William Gordon, a prominent mixed-race politician and businessman, was arrested in Kingston. Governor John Erie believed that Gordon had been behind the rebellion despite little evidence to support this claim. Gordon was quickly tried under martial law in Morant Bay and executed, highlighting the severe injustice of the time. His execution was on October 23rd, just 2 days after his trial began. This sparked outrage and serious constitutional questions. The trial and execution of Gordon, carried out under martial law despite his arrest in Kingston, where such laws were not in effect, exemplified the extreme measures taken during the suppression of the rebellion. Golden Grove was a haven for many fleeing the violence. It became a refuge for those escaping the chaos of Morant Bay. On the morning of October 12, 1865, residents fled to safety, hoping to avoid the destruction. However, the violence followed. Troops and militias continued their pursuit, leading to more devastation and violence. The once peaceful village then brought scars of a rebellion that sought justice but was brutally met with violence. On October 15th in Port Antonio, Governor Erie arrived in Port Antonio. The town was under threat from rebels burning buildings and destroying property nearby. Governor Erie inspected a group of around 150 Maroons who had gathered loyally to protect Port Antonio. The town became a symbol of resistance against the spread of violence, ensuring the safety of the area and its inhabitants. The rebellion's spread was stopped, and by October 16th, a court-martial in Port Antonio tried and convicted 27 rebels who were subsequently executed. This harsh response further exemplifies the nature of this rebellion. Leith Hall witnessed some of the most harrowing acts of retribution. As colonial forces moved through, homes were then destroyed, and many people were killed. The violence was relentless in this location. I pulled another screenshot from an actual testimony that states, "Where did he take you to?" "To Leith Hall," said the respondent. "Did he say what he took you there for?" "Yes, he took me there to shoot me," said the respondent. The aftermath of the Morant Bay Rebellion left a lasting impact on Jamaica. Hundreds were killed, thousands left homeless, and the island bore the scars of both physical and emotional devastation. Yet the rebellion sparked crucial changes. It highlighted the need for social reform and economic reform, and it set the stage for future movements towards justice and equality. Jamaica's history is not one just of beauty, but of resilience and struggle. The Morant Bay Rebellion stands as a testament to the enduring fight for freedom and the high cost of colonial oppression.